Hare Krishna. So today we will discuss another shloka from the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This shloka is very important for our spiritual life and even our regular life also, because in this shloka Krishna gives us the most important element that is needed for us to attain our goals, both spiritual goals and normal goals also, but mainly in the spiritual context this is very, very essential. So we can recite this, and I would first unmute. I can't see the name. When you get the request to unmute yourself, please do that. Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Buddhayo avyavasayinam.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Buddhayo avyavasayinam.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Next. Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Buddhayo avyavasayinam.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Thank you. Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Buddhakahyanantascha.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Ekeha kurunandana.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Bahunashakahyanantascha.
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Bahukashakahyanantascha.
Buddhayo avyavasayinam.
Buddhayo vyasadiyam.
Uday Kumarji. Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasayatmika buddhe
Ekeha kurunandana.
ekeha kurunandana
Bahushakahyanantascha.
Bausakaya itasya
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
buddhayo vyasainam
Vyavasayatmika buddher.
Vyavasaya
बुद्धिर
Ekeha kurunandana.
एकेह कुरुनंदन
Bahushakahyanantascha.
भूशाखायनन्दाश्च
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्.
Okay, thank you so much, all of you, for reciting. So now let us try to see the context of this shloka and the meaning of this shloka, and how can we apply the teaching of this shloka in our lives. So in this shloka, Krishna is speaking about determined intelligence. So in Bhagavad Gita, in the current context, Krishna just introduced the path of yoga, the topic of yoga. What is yoga? Yoga means trying to connect our consciousness with the Supreme God, right? That is yoga. So now in this path of connecting our consciousness to the Lord, or in anything, in any endeavor, we should have determination. We should have intelligence. And that determined intelligence is what Krishna is trying to emphasize here, right? So now let us see the meaning of this shloka. Vyavasayatmika buddhir. Buddhi means intelligence. Okay, Krishna is speaking this to whom? Kurunandana, the descendant of Kurus, means Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, oh Kurunandana. So Vyavasayatmika buddhi means intelligence. Vyavasaya basically is used in the context of agriculture or cultivation, isn't it? Vyavasaya means cultivation or agriculture. So here in this context, Vyavasayatmika refers to determination or being very resolute in our intelligence, right? So to cultivate a crop, the farmer needs a lot of resolution, lot of determination, lot of focus on the goal, right? So when we say Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, the meaning of this phrase is determined intelligence. Fine. So Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Ekeha Kurunandana. Eka means one. Ekeha means only one. So you see, oh Kurunandana, oh my dear Arjuna, those who are resolute in their intelligence, those who are determined in their intelligence, they focus on one goal. They don't deviate from that goal. So somebody who is very determined will just focus on what one has to attain without any diversions or deviations or distractions. So, but other people means those who do not have that Vyavasayatmaka Buddhi. What are they? Who are they? Avyavasayinam, those who are not determined. Their Buddhi, the intelligence of those who are not determined, is Bahushakha, is many branched. And Anantascha, Ananta means unlimited. They have unlimited desires. So those who are determined in their intelligence, those who have determined intelligence, they are focusing on one goal. But those who do not have determined intelligence, their intelligence is many branched and they focus on unlimited desires. Is it clear? The meaning is clear. Those who have determined intelligence focus on one goal, and especially spiritual goal. And those who do not have the determined intelligence, their mind just goes in 100 different directions and they focus on 100 different material desires, right? So Krishna is emphasizing on having determination and working, endeavoring with that determination. Let us see a little explanation of this shloka. So when the intelligence is one-pointed, you keep thinking of that one goal. But when the intelligence is many-branched, Bahushakha, then you keep thinking of 10 different things, right? So now you want to do something and there are 10 different thoughts that are coming to you and overwhelming you and you're unable to focus on what you have to attain. So then you can't, when you focus on 10 different things, you can't attain even one thing, right? So it seems that this picture is more colorful than this, but this picture is more focused. It's one-pointed intelligence, but this is many-branched intelligence. So now, especially in this current day of Kali Yuga, there are so many distractions. There is Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, or so many other things are there. I don't know the names of other things available. So what happens is when we have so many options, then we don't know where to focus on. And we may even lose the discrimination of what is right and what is wrong. So having determination requires having discrimination. To be determined on one goal, one useful, purposeful, positive goal, you should also have the discrimination to understand what is right and what is wrong. So if, for example, I'm preparing for an exam tomorrow, and I have one goal. Tomorrow I need to write the exam well. So today I will utilize my time in preparing for the exam. But if I don't have an exam tomorrow, for example, so there is no goal for me, I may have so much time at my hand, I may be distracted in 10 different things, right? So, of course, every day you don't have an exam, but every day we can do something purposeful, right? And we can have a long-term goal, and to achieve that long-term goal, every day we can do bit by bit, right? So, we need to understand that having determined goals is important, and having discrimination between what is right and what is wrong, what is favorable, what is unfavorable, to attain that goal is also important. To have determination, we should also have discrimination of what is right and what is wrong. Now, determination also indicates that we should not get demotivated by any obstacles. So when some obstacle comes, my determination to attain my positive goal should not get wavered. Right? Some distraction will come, some obstacle will come. So let me not just lose focus on my goal. So that is also a part of determination. So if we are not determined for anything, we get distracted by everything, right? So we should determine, we should understand what am I supposed to attain in my life, especially in spiritual life. Okay, this is where I need to reach. So the goal is already set by the scriptures, set by the guru, set by the acharyas. So the goal is to attain love of God, right? So what am I supposed to do to attain love of God? Acharyas have given that. So we need to focus on that with determination. Otherwise, we get distracted by everything. So we use smartphones to stay connected with everything, but we could get disconnected from our own purpose because smartphones are smart enough to distract us towards so many different things, right? But something is favorable to attain our ultimate goal, then we can use it. If something is not favorable to attain that ultimate goal, then we can stay away from it. So we need to have the right discrimination to decide what is right and what is wrong. I'll tell you one small story. In our backup room, Pujari room. So we have this service of washing the pots of the deities. You know Achaman cups? I just showed that picture. So these Achaman cups, which are made of copper. So our practice is to immerse these Achaman cups inside tamarind water so that they become clean. Right. So one day I went to wash these pots. So when I saw all these pots have been immersed already in tamarind water by the pujari who went before me. So my job is to just to take them out, put some soap and rinse them and keep it back, wipe them. But all the cups are immersed, but one cup is floating on the tamarind water. It's not completely immersed. So the copper cup is half inside the tamarind water and half outside the tamarind water. I picked it up. Half is clean, half is not clean. Why? There is no full absorption. The cup is not completely immersed in the water. Similarly, when we are doing an activity, if we don't completely focus on what we are doing, if we don't immerse our mind and intelligence with determination in what we are doing, then we'll not get the full result. Right? So I'm reading something. Every 5 minutes, I get some message from somebody, or somebody will call me. I can't effectively read. But if I have focus in reading, say half an hour or 1 hour, that 1 hour I completely utilize. But I sit for 1 hour, but every 5 minutes I will just move out. Or I may sit for 2 hours, every 5 minutes I move out. That 2 hours is not even equivalent to 10 minutes if I'm getting distracted every now and then. So we need to effectively utilize our time with concentration. So especially early in the morning, if I read something, then because not many distractions are there, I can retain it better. In the midst of 100 distractions, if I try to do something, then I won't be able to focus on what I am doing, and also I end up wasting my time also. Right? So concentration is something which makes us more productive in whatever we are doing. And now Krishna is speaking a lot on determined intelligence. So we should have determination and we should have intelligence and discrimination to ascertain what is our goal and endeavor towards that goal. And Krishna says of all types of intelligence, the intelligence focused on Bhakti Yoga is the best. So ultimately, we may have to do the needful because we are embodied beings, we are living in this body. But ultimately, we are spiritual beings. Whatever we are supposed to do to attain that spiritual realization in Bhakti Yoga, we need to do that also. So, fixed goals and determination to achieve them help us evaluate what is important and what is not. But being aimless makes us waste our time, energy, and resources. So, focus and concentration are very much needed as emphasized by Krishna. And the best example of that focus and determination is Arjuna. You know, in Mahabharata, we see Arjuna was very focused in just piercing that Matsya yantra just before marrying Draupadi. So if he's just distracted in 100 different ways, will he be able to pierce that Matsya yantra? So Arjuna is a good example. So distractions are common in attaining any goal, but one should overcome them with determination and intelligence. So we need to have intelligence or discrimination, and we should also have determination. With these two, we can overcome distractions. Right? So to conclude, I'll just give a few points from Prabhupada's purport. How did he explain things? So what is determination? Prabhupada says that a strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. So, determined intelligence, resolute intelligence, or Vyavasayatmika Buddhi means to have strong faith and firm conviction in Krishna consciousness. And what is the faith? Faith means unflinching trust on something sublime. So only when we completely believe and completely trust that this goal is good for me, then we will endeavor in that direction. Then we will show determination in that direction. If I am not convinced about my goal, why should I be determined in attaining that goal? So we should also build our faith in attaining our goals. So now, where do we get it? So we should have knowledge about what is good for us, and that knowledge can be what is good for us. Then we can put some determination, intelligence in the direction. If the mind is not fixed in this knowledge, then we can be prone to get distracted. But is cooking. They know by cooking, I will be able to eat and I will be able to nourish myself. But if you are not convinced about the goal of nourishing yourself by food, you are not inspired to cook. Huh? So we need to have that conviction, and that conviction comes from a reliable guru, especially in spiritual goals. Now, to summarize, there are three keys to attain our goals. Number one, I often say this, desire. We should have a strong desire to attain that goal. Number two, we should also endeavor to attain that goal. So just by having desire, okay, I have this desire to attain, but you don't do anything to attain it, will not get it. So desire should be followed by endeavor. But if I just desire and endeavor for it, will I get it? Not necessarily. We need sanction of the Lord. We need blessing and mercy of the Lord. So we should offer prayer. So desire, endeavor, and prayer. These three things will help us attain our goals. So desire and endeavor are in our hands, and we must be determined both in thoughts and actions. Desire is thought, endeavor is action. So when we have determination in our thoughts and actions, and we have firm desire and endeavor, then we can attain. But we should also have sanction of Krishna. So we need Krishna's mercy, God's mercy. So begin with the determination, continue with the determination, and offer a prayer. Then we should be able to attain our goals. So now put these three words in another form. Desire indicates determination, and desire should be based on discrimination. So not that anyone can have any kind of desire. So different people have different desires, but which desire is worth pursuing, that we need to understand. So while desiring, we should have discrimination. While endeavoring, we should have determination. And while praying, we should have devotion. So you want three keys: desire, endeavor, and prayer. In another way, discrimination, determination, and devotion. When we have this, then we can attain our goals. To conclude, determination is not impatience. In the name of being determined, one cannot be very impatient in attaining goal. One cannot be so passionate. One cannot be just running around so much. So we should have patience. But patience does not mean we become complacent. In the name of patience, we can't just become stagnant or just keep patient. Do something. I'm being very patient. Not like that. So determination should not be impatience. And patience does not mean we become complacent or stagnant. So when there's determination and there is discrimination and there's devotion, then we can attain our goals. This is what Krishna is trying to teach us through this beautiful shloka. So I'll conclude here. Thank you very much for your participation. We'll meet tomorrow. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So officially session is over. If you want, we can recite some shlokas, some devotees who did not get a chance to recite before. Yes, Krishna. Are you reciting? Vyavasayatmika buddhir
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि
eke hakurunandana
देकेह कुरुनन्दना
bahushakha hyanantascha
बहुशाखा हि अनन्ताश्च
buddhayo vyavasayinam.
बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
Adya. Vyavasayatmika buddhir
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिर
eke hakurunandana
एके गुरु नंदन
bahutakaahyanantascha
बहुता कानत्त
buddhayo avyavasayinam
बुद्धियो
వ్యవసాయం
You wanted to say something? Very Kumarji?
नो प्रभु जी
Okay.
Yes, sir. I have a doubt, sir. I am audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible. Yesterday also one child had it out. You forgot to unmute.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Sir, in this competitive world, if we are focused on only one thing, I think we'll move forward in this competitive world, sir, until we need to focus on multiple things at a multiple times so that we will be in the competition world. And how this one thing focusing and leaving other 10 things, so it will work, sir, normally. I have a small doubt, sir.
Good question. Good question. So when we say focus on one thing, when you're doing that one thing, focus on that one thing. Okay. That does not mean we don't focus on multiple things that are favorable for us. Now you are making a good career. For that you need 10 things. You can't just focus on one thing. Remaining 9 things are also important. But focus on these 9 things. There are 10 other things or 20 other things that are not helping you to attain that one thing. To attain that one goal, you need 10 things. Focus on all these 10 things, right? Parallelly or one by one, or you see, depending on time, place, circumstances. Okay. But some things that are not favorable for us, you stay away from them. When you say focus on the goal with determination, accept whatever is favorable, have the discrimination of what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is beneficial, what is not beneficial. That does not mean you do only one thing and forget other things which are required. Make sense? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Uh, so that-
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकाः कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा ह्यनन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
Parikshit.
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा ह्यनन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम् हरे कृष्ण
We'll take 2 more minutes. Happy Tota.
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
Yes. Vyavasayatmika buddhir
व्यवसायिका बुद्धिरेकः कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
Krishna Kaimal.
Yes, bro.
Krishna Kaimal. Yeah, Recite.
Bro. व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
And last, Nirmala.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिर्येकेह गुरुनन्दन बहुशाखाहनन्दश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
Okay, thank you. Madhupriya, last.
Yes, Prabhuji. व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकः कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्
Thank you. We'll conclude here. Or you wish to do more? Okay, fine. Taruni.
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखाय अनन्तस्य बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनम्.
Nayana Sundari. You can unmute yourself.
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिर् एकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखानन्तश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनम्. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Chitralekha.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, please, you can decide. Vyavasayatmika buddhir
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिर्
एकेह गुरु नन्दन
एकेह कुरु नन्दन
बहुशाखाह्यनन्ताश्च
बहुशाखाय अनन्तस्य
तयो व्यवसायिनाम्.
बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनम्.
Okay, thank you so much. You can decide. We have 27 more days in our course. Daily, I'll try to unmute those people who did not get a chance in these 3 days. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna.